Welcome student. Starts with the appendicular skeleton. Aim for today's practical is identification of appendicular bones. Now the appendicular skeleton. This appendicular skeleton divided into the four types. First one is the pectoral girdle. Second one is the upper limb, pelvic girdle, and last one is the lower limb. First one is the pectoral girdle. The pectoral girdle, which contains the first one is the clavicle, which are the two collar bones. Second one is the scapula, which is the two shoulder blades. Next one is the upper limb. In that first one is the humerus. They are the two bones that extend from the scapula to the elbow. Next one is the radius, which is the two bones that extend from the elbow to the wrist. Next is the ulna. They contain the two bones that overlap the end of the humerus posteriorly. Fourth one is the hand. Hand contains the carpals. In that, carpal bones, which is the 8 on each arm, make the wrist. Metacarpal bones, which has the 5 on each hand, makes up the palm. Phalanges, 3 in each finger, 2 in the thumb, a total of 14 in each hand. Next one is third one, pelvic girdle. They contains the hip, two bones that makes up the hip. Ilium, largest and the uppermost portion. Ischium, lowest portion and is L-shaped, which support one's weight when get seated. Third one is the pubis, the anterior portion. Lower limb. First one is femur, which is the two thigh bones. Patella, two kneecap. Tibia contains two bones, which is the shin bone. Fibula contains two bones, lateral side of the tibia. Next one is the feet. Feet contain the tarsal, metatarsal, and the phalanges and the patella. The tarsal, which contains the 7 bones in each foot, make up the ankle. First one is the calcaneus, which is the heel bone, largest of the ankle bones. Second one, metatarsal, which contains the 5 bones on each foot. Next one is phalanges, 3 in each toe, except the big toe, which has only 2. See in the diagram. These are the pelvic girdle, pectoral girdle, which contains the clavicle and the scapula. Clavicle contains the 2 bones and scapula contains the 2 bones. These are the superior view. These are the inferior view of the clavicle. These are the scapula, which is the anterior and the posterior view. Next one is the humerus. These are the humerus. Upper limb. These are the humerus. Next one is these are the radius. These are the ulna. These are the carpals. These are the metacarpals. And these are the phalanges. Pelvic girdle. Pelvic girdle contains the hip bone. These are the pubic symphyses. These are coccyx, sacrum, sacroiliacal joint, sacral promontory, pelvic brim, acetabulum. Next one is lower limb. First one is the femur, which is the longest bone. Tibia and the fibula. This is the tibia and these are the fibula. The tibia contains the two bones and fibula contains the two bone. These are the tarsal, metatarsal and the phalanges. These are the tarsal. These are the metatarsal. These are the phalanges. Next one is the functions of the bone. First one, this support of the body, protection of soft organs, movement due to attached skeletal muscle, storage of minerals and the fats, and the last one is the blood cell formation. These are the functions of the bone. They give the support to the body, protect the soft organ, movement due to the attachment of the skeletal muscle, again store the minerals and the fats, and the formation of the blood cell. Next one is the types of the bone. There are the four types of the bone: long bone, short bone, flat bone, and the irregular bone. Bones are classified by their shape. First one is the long bone. Example is humerus of the arm and the femur. Short bone. Example is the carpal of the wrist. Third one is flat bone, which is a sternum and the skull. And the irregular bone, which is a vertebra. These are the types of the bone. Long bone, example is humerus of arm. Short bone, example is carpals. Flat bone, example is the bone of skull. Irregular bone, example is the vertebra. Now the first one is the long bone, which is typically longer than wide, have a shaft with heads at the both the end, contain mostly compact bone. Example is the femur and the humerus. Gross anatomy of long bone. They contains the diaphysis, which is a shaft composed of compact bone, epiphysis, ends of both the bone, composed mostly of spongy bone. Now see in the diagram, these are the diaphyses distal diaphysis. Next one is the epiphysis, ends of the bone. Now next one is structure of long bone, which contains the periosteum. Outside covering of the diaphysis, fibrous connective tissue membrane, Sharp's fiber, secure periosteum to underlying bone, arteries, supply the bone cells with nutrients. These are the Sharp's fiber, these are the nutrient arteries, periosteum, which is outer covering. Now see, these are the diaphyses and these are the epiphyses. Next one is the short bone, generally cube shape, which contains mostly the spongy bone, and in that example is the carpals and the tarsal. Third one is the flat bone, which is thin and the flattened, usually the curve. Thin layers of compact bone around a layer of spongy bone. An example is skull, ribs and the sternum. Irregular bone. This irregular shape do not fit into other bone classification categories. Example is the vertebra and the hip bone. There are the four types of the bone: long bone, short bone, flat bone and the irregular bones. Next one is the types of the bone cells: osteocytes, mature bone cell, osteoblast. This osteoblast, which is a bone forming cells. Next one is osteoclast, which is a bone destroying cell. Break down bone matrix for remodeling and release of calcium. Bone remodeling is a process by both the osteoblast and the osteoclast. These are the types of the bone cells: osteocyte, mature bone cells that maintain the bone matrix; osteoblast, which is the immature bone cell that secrete the organic components of matrix; osteoprogenitor cells, stem cells whose division produce osteoblast; osteoclast, multinucleated cell that secrete acid and enzyme to dissolve the bone matrix. Next one is the formation of the human skeleton. The embryos, the skeleton is primarily hyaline cartilage. During the development, much of this cartilage is replaced by the bone. The cartilage remain in isolated areas: bridge of the nose, part of the ribs and the joints. Long bone formation and the growth. First one is the growth. Bone form in the length because cartilage grows. Now see in the diagram, here is the growing of the cartilage. Next one is the cartilage is replaced by the bone. Cartilage again the grows here, and fourth one is again the cartilage is replaced by the bone. Next one is the remodeling. Growing shaft is remodeled hereby. First one is the bone reabsorb here. In that the epiphyseal plate, the bone get reabsorbed. Second one, bone added by the oppositional growth here. And third one is the bone reabsorbed in the here. These are the long bone formation and the growth. Now the first one is the cartilaginous model. Second one is development of the periosteum and the calcified cartilage. Third one is the compact bone developing, primary ossification center. Next one is the secondary ossification center. epiphyseal plate formation, and the articulate cartilage formation. Now,
for that requirements is the bones and the skeleton. Now in that they contains the pelvic girdle, contains the 4 bones. Next one is the upper limbs, they contains the 60 bones. Next one is the pelvic girdle, contains the 2 bones, and the lower limb contains the 60 bones. It means the appendicular skeleton contains the totally 126 bones. Now the pelvic girdle. These are the pelvic girdle. They contain the clavicle and the scapula. Next one is the upper limb. Upper limb contains the humerus, tibia and the fibula, carpal, metacarpals and the phalanges. Now the next one is the pelvic girdle. Then pelvic girdle contains the 2 bones and it includes the hip bones. Now the next one is the lower limb contains the 60 bone. In that they include the femorus, tibia and ulna, and the next one is the tarsal, metatarsal, phalanges and the patella. These are the pelvic girdle. Next one is the upper limb, lower limb and the pelvic girdle. Now the first one is the pectoral girdle. This pectoral girdle contains the clavicle and the scapula. The clavicle contains the 2 bones and the scapula contains the 2 bones. These are the clavicle. The clavicle contains the 2 bones. Next one is the scapula. The scapula contains the 2 bones, each on one side. These are the pectoral girdle. Now next one is the upper limb. This upper limb contains the humerus. This humerus contains the 2 bones. 2 bones on the each 2 limbs. These are in this side present is the humerus, and in this types also the upper limb is the humerus. Okay, it contains the humerus contains the 2 bones. Now next one is the radius. Okay, radius contains again the 2 bones. Next one is the ulna. This ulna present the 2 bones. These are the radius and these are the ulna. See the difference. These are the radius, okay, and these are the ulna. Now next one is the carpals. Okay, carpals contains the 16 bone. Metacarpals contains, these are the carpals. Carpals contains the 16 bone. Next one is the metacarpals. Metacarpals contains the 10 bones, and these are the phalanges. Phalanges contains the totally 28 bone. These are the carpal, metacarpal and the phalanges. Okay. Now next one is the pelvic girdle. This pelvic girdle contains the hip bone. They contains the 2 bones. These are the hip bones. Now next one is the lower limb. This lower limb contains the femoris. Okay, the femoris again contains the 2 bones. Okay, these are the femoris. They contains the 2 bone. Now next one is the tibia. Tibia contains the 2 bones. Okay, next is the fibula. Fibula contains the 2 bones. Again the next one is the patella. Okay, these are the patella, and this patella contains again the 2 bones. Next one is the tarsal, contains the 14 bone. Metatarsal contains the 10 bones. Again and the phalanges contains the 28 bone. These are the appendicular skeleton. These are the clavicle. Next one is the scapula. These are the pectoral girdle, clavicle and the scapula. Clavicle contains the 2 bones and scapula contains the 2 bones. Okay, these are the totally the 4 bones which are the pectoral girdle. Okay. Now next one is the upper limb. Upper limb contains the humerus. Okay, this humerus contains the 2 bones. Next one is the radius. Radius contain against the 2 bones. Next one is the ulna. Ulna contains the 2 bones. Carpals contains the 16 bone, metacarpals contains the 10 bones, phalanges contains the 28 bones. Okay, these are the upper limbs, and total the upper limb contains the 60 bones. Okay, now the next one is the pelvic girdle, or this pelvic girdle contains the hip bone, and this hip bone contains the 2 bones. Okay, this hip bone contains the 2 bones. Now next one is the lower limb, and that the lower limb, first one is the femorus. Femorus contains the 2 bone. Okay, tibia contains the 2 bone, fibula contains the 2 bone, patella contains the 2 bone. Okay, next one is the tarsal, contains the 14 bone, metatarsal contains the 10 bones, and this phalanges which contains the 28 bone. These are the totally of the lower limb contains the 60 bones. In that the total bones are the 126 bone. Okay, it means the pectoral girdle 4 bone, upper limb 60 bone, next one is the pelvic girdle 2 bones, and the lower limb contains the 60 bone. Now see the skeleton. These are the clavicle, both are the clavicle. They contain the 2 bone. Next one is these are the scapula. Scapula contains the 2 bone. Now the next one is the upper limb. Okay, upper limb contains the first one is the humerus. Okay, these are the humerus. Both are the humerus contains the 2 bone. Next one is the these are the radius. Okay, both side contains the 2 radius bone and the 2 ulna. 2 radius and the 2 ulna. Next one is the they contain the carpals contain the 16 bone, metacarpals contains the 10 bones. Okay, and the phalanges contains the 28 bone. These are the upper limb. Next one is the pelvic girdle. Pelvic girdle contains the hip bone, and these hip bone which are the 2 bones. Now next one is the lower limb. This lower limb contains the femur. Okay, femur contains the 2 bone. Next one is the tibia. Okay, these are the fibula. Tibia contains the 2 bones. Next one is the fibula. Fibula also contains the 2 bones. Next one is these are the patella, and this patella contains the 2 bones. Next one is the feet. In that the feet, okay, presence of the tarsal. Tarsal contains the 14 bones. Metatarsal contains the 10 bones. Okay, and the phalanges contains the 28 bones. Okay, this totally is the 126 bones present in the appendicular skeleton.
Up to we cover the appendicular skeleton, and this appendicular skeleton which contains the pelvic girdle, pectoral girdle, upper limbs and the lower limb. The pectoral girdle which contains the clavicle and the scapula. Next one is the upper limb which contains the humerus, radius, ulna, carpals, metacarpals, phalanges. Lower limb contains the femur, patella, tibia, fibula, tarsal, metatarsal, and pectoral girdle contains the hip bone or the pelvic girdle. Now the result is the identification of appendicular bones was performed. Question bank. Which bone is highlighted? Option is humerus, fibula, ulna and the radius. Answer is humerus. Which bone is highlighted? Again the humerus, femur, tibia and the fibula. Answer is the femur. Femur is the largest bone. Which bones are highlighted? Again the tarsal, metatarsal, phalanges and the non-exam which is the phalanges. answer is the tarsal. The appendicular skeleton is composed of 126 bones. Each shoulder girdle or the pectoral girdle consists of two bones, which is the clavicle and the scapula. Name the bone shown in the green, which is the tibia. The longest bone in human body is the femur. Which of the following is sigmoid bone? Patella, femur, humor, and the answer is the patella. Hips or the pelvic girdle contains the how many bones? Answer is 2. Up to that we have covered the appendicular skeleton.